William Lawrence. He is a professor of political science at American University. Professor, good to have you here with us on TRT World. Now, U.S. President Joe Biden says he has initiatives for the standoff between Russia and Ukraine as he prepares for a video call with his Russian counterpart, President Vladimir Putin. What are those initiatives and what could be the possible outcome of the call between the two leaders?
Well, the call will just be, let's say, an escalated restatement of all of the statements that we've been hearing. It's amazing how bellicose and comprehensive the U.S. statements are at a higher level than we often see in similar situations. It's also clear that there's a long and intensive list of economic sanctions which would be imposed. There are military moves that the U.S. is preparing, both defensive and even potentially offensive, in the sense that it wouldn't just be shoring up Ukraine's defenses, but let's say counteractive actions, but not on Russian territory. And then there's a set of diplomatic and, let's say, geopolitical moves at the European level that are already in motion right now. The U.S. clearly understands that there's a game of brinksmanship going on. Putin seems to believe he's learned lessons from the Cold War and is applying these old Cold War strategies in new ways. And so he's engaged in a full range of actions as well. And both sides are tying together the Belarus migration situation and the Nord Stream gas situation to this. Both sides are linking those issues up. So clearly, either we're going to have a military conflict or we're going to have effective brinksmanship by both sides that stops the conflict from happening.
Now, Professor Lawrence, this is certainly not the first time tensions have flared up between Russia and Ukraine. It has happened many times in the past. But do you think there is something different about this latest escalation of tensions between the two countries, perhaps something unusual? Yes.
This is the second huge escalation since 2014 and the aftermath after the original deal. There's more offensive troops on the border. The rhetoric and the intelligence are giving all sorts of flashing red light indicators that this is very serious. But that doesn't mean the Russians are playing a long game. And the Russians have shown many times in Georgia, in a number of conflicts in the region since 2001, that sometimes they're willing to do 1 or 2 or 3 dress rehearsals before they invade, or never invade if they get what they want. What they want is a compliant state in Ukraine that follows more or less Putin's orders on the issues that Putin cares about. And one of the paradoxes of the current situation is that one of Putin's overriding concerns is NATO, is Ukraine joining NATO and a greater NATO presence in Ukraine. And by invading Ukraine a new time, he could provoke the very thing that he says he's against.
All right, Professor William Lawrence, thank you very much for talking to us here on TRT World.